Hi everyone, I'm just going to do a bit of a story on my wall of how it first started. This is about 11 months of work, so I'm just going to go through some of my favorites and then talk through it. Might be a little bit long. Okay, first thing, my favorites. 1911, 1914 penny. Everything here is under 1920. Everything here is under 1930. I like these two especially because the two world wars. Insane thing is they don't have much value, but I just like the history of it. Up here is my silver. I've got about 46 50-cent pieces there. Right, I do have one further over. These all are about an ounce of silver each, so they're good value. That's also an ounce. That's an uncirculated, actually a lightly circulated one up there. So that's my silver collection. I've also got, if I turn around to me, I also started getting this is an 8-ounce sterling silver necklace. Hopefully you're in camera there. So I started just expanding a little bit more in my silver. I bought this yesterday, so that was interesting. This here is a full set of $2 coins, a circulated $2 coins. So there's, I think, 74 coins up until this. So I got the red poppies and everything like that. I do own a bakery, so I also leave this area here for anything war related. So my oldies do enjoy it. Okay. I've only just finished. This is a full circulated set of 50-cent pieces. I'm not sure how much more in here, but this is a card of 50-cent pieces. This is nearly a circulated set of $1 coins, but I had a changeover, but it fell off the wall and someone's obviously picked it up. So that's like a $35 coin, so not happy with that. 20-cent pieces, insane. I don't understand why this is so hard to get. Over here, that's my full set of paper coins all the way up to the $100 note to go. So I'm very happy to get that one on the wall. Second set of $2 coins, which I decided to just start putting a second one together. I'm going to take my time and try not to cheat because there's a lot of the people from the front bring these in. Just for the record, a lot of these coins are from my customers. I've got a bakery, so every other day I'll have a coffee and someone will walk in and just slap extra coins in front of me. This is my carded coins, all right? I'll just quickly go through them. Obviously, this is early days when I just started buying some trinket stuff, but then I got some people coming and gave me donations, like all these ones here. This is a Bluey I bought. AC/DC, 20-cent pieces. A gentleman comes in every now and then, he brings these to me. Awesome. I got the I don't really like international coins, but I did buy the Freddie Mercury one because of nostalgia. That's the birthday cakes. E.T., Vegemite, Countdown, and Monopoly is obviously my growing up era. This is, I just come across them every now and then, like $15 each. I think I picked most of these up for. This is the Aussie 2 with the red strawberry. I've actually got a second red strawberry at the back, which I will be selling soon. Very awesome customer donated this to celebrate 50-cent piece. This is Australian, out of this world. So this Australian dinosaurs and so on. These are my $1 coins, which is a lot of alphabets, a couple of blueies, soccer coins, a lot of alphabet coins in there, the dinosaurs, the 4-set dinosaurs. So I get them in the change sometimes and people bring them in and I just chuck them on the wall here. I don't really like international calls, but there's one of my customers, I swear to God, she's brought probably 100 pieces of currency into me and I love it to death. And I do this for my old customers. Just to be clear, I do this for my old customers because people come in every other day and just check how I'm going. So this is all international. But something that's interesting that I didn't really think of is this one here. This is a 5 peso Philippines note. They usually have a coin. This is from 1972. Philippine peso. I lived in the Philippines for about 12 years. My children are half Filipino. So when I worked out this is a 5 peso note, which they have a coin nowadays, that's pretty special. This is just, these aren't actual currency. These are just decorative ones that I just slap up here. So I use this for my international, except for my Monopoly. I think this is Torres Strait Islands or somewhere, Solomon Islands, I think it's on that one. Obviously, when I started spending money on all these areas, because this is out of my pocket, and I'm just a lonely little baker, I decided to go, if I'm going to go bigger, I'm just going to go silver. So I started advertising $20 for silver before the big break. When I was when I grew up at 6 years old, my grandmother used to have about 100 each to play with them on the kitchen table at my grandma's house, and We'd have their spinning competitions and build forts. So these are very much nostalgia for my memory. So I was trying to get to 100 of them, but then the price just absolutely ballooned and I can't justify 40 or 50 bucks for these things. So I started getting the ounces, and I think I'm just going to try and increase the silver as much as I can. Now, going on top of that, these are extra pennies that I've got. All right, so this is more like 1930 above. And these are duplicates of the $2 coins. I usually have about 100 of these, and customers come in and they can just swap over for face-to-face values, most of them. There are a couple in there that are probably a little bit more valuable than that, but most people. And always leave a valuation book, as my oldies like to come in and just check their own prices and that sort of stuff. Going back over here, just to keep the prices down so I could still grow. This is 1966 to 1979, and I was just trying to collect one of each. All right, I am lucky enough to have two 1972 20-cent pieces. If you don't know, that's an 8 million print. These are actually quite hard to get. The 1971 5-cent piece is the one I'm chasing. Please send it my way if you've got a spare one. 1971 5-cent piece is also an 8 million mint. The rest of them are pretty circulated, nothing overly special. I do normally have a around 50-cent piece here, like in the 50 cents I got a round 50-cent piece up here, but I did stick it up there just to fill that little gap up sort of so for everybody, and I'll get another one later on. Again, one of my customers who donates a lot, she just brings them in, you know, she just brings in. So she started bringing in some silver florins and shilling, three pence, and that's, so very happy to get that. These ones here, I've just left them. I need to go through them. So, and I've also got a few $1 and $2 coins. Now this side, not including this, but everything this side here, there's usually a bunch of $2 coins, which is in that cup over there. All right, they will go up here, and people can just come in and go face value swaps. I really got, I just leave a few up here. I get occasional ones that are a little bit more valuable, but people can walk and go face value swaps. This is basically all my duplicates. I keep these ones. These are also, you know, if I get the young kids in and that sort of stuff, you know, I'll give them a ratty $1 coin for a bit of nostalgia. And I think I've got a couple of $5 coins over the side there. So, have I forgotten anything? So, coins available, swap or purchase from, I do sell them if I have to. I don't like, so if people are willing to give to me at face value, I find it unfair me trying to make money on it. So I do it for, just to pass the expertise on. And, just one quick story, how this got started is a 92-year-old man saw, I used to get a coin, I'd stick it on a fridge over this side, and a 92-year-old man come in and gave me like 20 of them. He just stuck it on the counter, and I looked at him and I went, you know, I don't know whether anything here is valuable, and I gave him face value for it. And it was at that time I worked out that they were more happy to get it on the wall than me feeling guilty about it. And that's when I realized that they never had anyone to pass them on to. So they're giving it to me so other people can appreciate it. All right, so this is 11 months, so other people can appreciate it. And I take that pretty seriously. So I try and add to this wall every other day when possible. All right, wanted 50-cent pieces, paper notes, which I did finish off. I'm always going to buy 50-cent pieces, but I'm not paying 40 bucks. I'll probably pay about maybe $30, $35 for them. And I know you just don't want to sell it for that, but it's just a coin to me, not really the silver value. And that's about it, guys. Oh, one more thing. I am intending to try and get buckets of pennies cheap, and I'm wanting to get a table. I'm wanting to get a table with a glass top on it covered in coins. I want to get tables full of coins with a glass top on it. That would be pretty cool for me, so I am planning on doing that. Maybe one and 2 cent pieces as well, because I know there's a lot out there that are just in somebody's bucket, and someone might want to put them on display. And that's it, guys. That's the story of my coins. I'm a bakery at Bribie Island, and you're always welcome to come down and have a look and swap over and donate, or, you know, and I'll pass it on, man. I don't want anything on top of what I pay. I am happy to sell some of this stuff as long as I can replace it for the same price, plus maybe 10 or 20%. Okay. Oh, one more thing. I am connected to the community. So if someone had something valuable that I couldn't buy myself, I could put you in touch with people who can sell on your behalf. All right, that's a 10-minute video, bigger than what I wanted to make. So I hope if you made it to the end, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching.